Hi there, Dr. Vicki Lemfer here with the Shift Happens channel. Today, we're going to talk about encountering those unwanted circumstances in the 3D and how do we truly get through it. You don't have to have one process as long as you choose who you want to be. Now, what does that mean? We've heard that a ton. Well, I'm going to explain that in real simple terms, something that you can actually grasp onto and actually use it. It's a daily practice. It is intentional, but it's really super simple. And it is just in choosing, but we're going to explore that a little bit deeper. But before we do, if you enjoy learning how to manifest in a really healthy, sustainable, fun way, go ahead and like, share, and comment. That's how we build our community. I'm here to help you. Listen, I have been through every circumstance as far as manifesting, and I've encountered it, and I have learned how to get through all of the pieces of the 3D, and oh my gosh, doomsday, and you get through it and actually get what you want. But it's all counterintuitive to what we've ever been raised in learning how to actually get the things we want in life. We don't have to work at it. We don't have to try at it. We don't have to care about it. All we have to do is just be. Sounds simple? All right. If you need help on this journey, go ahead and contact me at shifthappenslifecoaching@gmail.com. I am here to help you. Now, when we encounter 3D circumstances that are challenging, it's unwanted. You've always heard, well, go back to the wish fulfilled, go to the end state. Well, what does that mean? What I started doing is not, especially if you're encountering 3D circumstances that are really uncomfortable and really trigger you into an emotional state that, boy, you are either really angry or really depressed, right? You're at a pretty high negative emotion state. Well, first of all, you want to settle your body down and settle your mind, lean into those emotions. Just let it be. Those emotions won't last long, right? Sit with it. Let it go. Let it go into you. Let it go and just kind of murk and percolate around a little bit. And just know that that is temporary. That is just the state of who you are being. What does that mean? Who are you choosing consciously? Who are you choosing to be? And if when you get really quiet and you settle down, and even in the midst of those angry moments, oh my God, decide where you feel it in your body. How is it feeling? What is the thought process? They're doing this, they're doing that. And you're looking all out here and you're blame. When you get into, and all of a sudden you stop pointing fingers and you start going here and go, okay, what is the emotion? What emotion? You might be feeling maybe 10. Maybe you don't even know. Just stick with it, stay with it, feel it, settle down, take some deep breaths, and go in and really try to define what is that emotion that's really triggering you. It could be jealousy. It could be, I'm not a priority. Okay, let's stick with that. Just pick one and dig into it. That is who you are being, right? That's who you are identifying with, because it's like, oh, see, this person said this, so therefore I'm inadequate. I am in this lack consciousness. That's okay. Feel it and then choose differently. What does that mean? It doesn't have to, it means something different every time I encounter it. Sometimes I go on a rampage and go, you know what? I am chosen. I am desirable. I am fulfilled. I am, and I'll just go on this huge rampage because I am being my biggest cheerleader, my biggest best friend. And sometimes it just calls for pondering. Well, what is whole? Who am I? Who am I aware of? Who is aware of the awareness? Who is aware of the awareness is me. But what is awareness? Just ponder that and see what you come up with, because I can guarantee you will not be able to define awareness, because that is God. God is all encompassing, infinite, going malleable. It is all everywhere. Awareness is everything. Awareness is you. Awareness is God. That is the I am awareness. That's the consciousness that you need to choose. However, that's a big thing. It's a process. It's not like you just go, okay, I am awareness. Woo, magic. Now, sometimes it can happen, but it's a daily intentional process. So when you encounter those 3D circumstances that appear negative or make you feel uncomfortable, your body is the lie detector. So when you feel those negative emotions, you're going to feel your energy drop. You're going to feel like, fight or flight, right? You might go into a depression. You might go into sadness. You might go into anger. You might go into FU, right? Here's the thing. Those are wonderful emotions. That is part of you. That is you. Accept it and choose differently when your body is allowing you. You have to self-regulate and feel it into your body. It might not be right at that moment. It might take a day or two. And then you go back and go, okay, who was I? What was I doing? What was showing up? And listen, where I went wrong a lot of the time, I blame myself. I'm like, see, there you go again. And then I got scared of my emotions. Your emotions are all part of you. You can manifest when you're in a negative emotion. You can manifest when you're in a positive. And when I say negative and positive, those are labels. It's just for teaching because that's how people kind of are able to receive it. But truly, when you get to your all-time ultimate awareness of who you are, there are no labels. There are no labels. God does not, and awareness is God. God does not label. You're putting the story, you're putting the label onto it. It's not anything. So again, you can choose whatever you choose to believe in that moment. And reach for whatever feels good. Don't go, oh my gosh, I gotta be the person that is always getting what I want. And if that doesn't feel natural to you, go a little bit further, just a little bit. Take little pieces. And when you daily intentionally do this every single day, all of a sudden your tolerance level all of a sudden gets bigger and bigger. It's like working out. You want to work out because you want to look better. There's a lot of reasons. Maybe it's a health reason. Maybe it's, to lower your cholesterol, get rid of body fat and more muscle, whatever, right? There is a motivation behind it. There's a desire. Well, you don't go into the gym going, all right, all I have to do is lift weights once and bam, right? No, it's a process, just like choosing who you are intentionally wanting to be. And ultimately, who you are is non-reactive. That's really when you've changed, is when 3D circumstances come at you. And then you're like, I know who I am. And who am I? I am someone that's calm and confident and able to handle 3D circumstances and able to see through this and accept it, allow it, and choose differently, right? And sometimes that takes a bit. How I got into this is because there was a bunch of women that were bullying me at work. And then I felt like I figured that out. I handled it. Now I don't have to worry about people at work. Well, guess what? It does pop up again. And just recently it popped up again. And I'm like, Victoria, you are looking at what's going on in the 3D and you're worried about what they're thinking and you're caring too much about what they're thinking and doing. And oh my gosh, they're going to say this and I'm going to look bad. And I stopped it. I realized it because I felt it in my body. I felt my brain going a million miles an hour, overthinking, creating these stories that were not empowering. They were really detrimental to me. And then I stopped. I was like, you know what? You know better. I am choosing differently. I am choosing to remain calm. I'm going to choose to address this in a professional, calm manner with my colleagues. And then I'm going to let it go. And I'm not going to worry about what they're going to think of it. I'm not going to worry about how that's going to land. I'm not going to worry about if they say this to this person and this person. I can't control that. I can only control what I am thinking, how I'm feeling, and who I am choosing to be. I am choosing to be that confident, respected person that knows that I am good at my job. I am heard. I am seen. I am worthy of having people listen and follow what I have to say, And if they don't, that's on them. That's their path. This is my path. I'm feeling good. I'm going to go home and I'm going to go enjoy my life outside of work. It's called work-life balance too, right? And if people are way too worried about things at work and, oh my gosh, they said this, and what if I do this? Then that person's going to think this. Don't get entangled. That's a bunch of stuff that disempowers you because you're putting all your worth and all your worry and all your enoughness into what other people are thinking of you. You lost the game right there. You have to believe in who you are and enjoy and embrace it, and then let it go. Go get a hobby. Go have a full life. If they're getting so entangled, they're that's their path. It's not for us to judge, but a lot of times they're a little obsessed about jobs, because they feel like that's their identity. And that's part of your identity, that ultimately it's not your whole identity. Your identity of who you're choosing to be is that I am awareness. Your God self, right? Your little G hanging out, and God is embodying you, and you just need to lean into that more and feel that. And that's peace, love, joy, relief, relaxation, laughter, right? That's ultimately where you want to be. And then the other stuff comes, and then you can experience it through the outward things, the people, places, things. I don't know. This is just what I'm learning, and this is how I've manifested. And it is a choice all the time. You're choosing all the time. And it gets easier when you practice it on a daily basis. I know this landed well with you. Go ahead and like, share, comment. Let's get this community going. If you need help on this journey, I am there for you. Go ahead and contact me at shifthappenslifecoaching@gmail.com. All right, till next time.